What's going on, my friends? Today I'm bringing you a 6-4 lock build. Just recently I posted what I believe is the best lock build, which is a 6-6 goon. 99 perimeter, 99 steal, 94 speed, 92 agility. Unbelievable build. And I asked you in that video, you like the 6-6 lock more or the 6-4 lock? I do think that those are the two heights that are really good for a lock. Like I said in the last video, I've played 6-7 locks that are really good. So I feel like if you can be good with a 6-7 lock, that tells me that the 6-6 is better. I'm showing you guys this video today for the people that think that the 6-4 lock is better, which I can definitely understand. Couple cons to me with the 6-4 is obviously you're undersized. Not undersized, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not as big as a 6-6. And if you're not good with patty base, you know, it's going to be a lot harder to shoot with this build as opposed to the 6-6 with Jarrett Culver. Some of the pros to this build, your defense is probably better on paper. You can actually get some strength on your build. You're faster. And like I said, if you're good with patty, then you're insane. Like, you're going to be really good. So yeah, I want to show this build. I made a small forward, 6'4", 222, 6'11 wingspan. And yeah, let's just get right into it, my friends. So keep in mind, when I make this build, or when I show you this build, I'm making this build for me, knowing that I'm going to hit vet 2 soon. And then obviously at the end of the next season, level 40, you get a cap breaker. So I'll have 14 cap breakers. So I keep that in mind for my build. Obviously, if you don't have all those cap breakers, you know, make this build as your blueprint and then kind of go about it as you will. At this point in the game, I feel like everyone should probably have some cap breakers at their disposal. So you should have at least 5, I would think, unless you just got the game. 92 speed, 92 agility, 85 strength, 65 vertical. I will use 4 cap breakers, or I would use 5 cap breakers to put my speed up to a 96, which at this height is maxed out. So like I said, you're faster than the 6-6. You're only 2 speed faster, but you also gain 14 strength. So like I said, on paper, this build is going to be a lot better than the 6-6 in my opinion. Now, when it comes to gameplay, game style, whatever, you know, you're going to have to decide on that on your own. Now, defense. I put a 75 interior, 94 perimeter, 94 steal, a 68 block. And then for me, I put a 70 O board, right? And then an 80 D board. Being a lock, your job is to guard the other team's best player. Very simple. It can be challenging, but the goal is simple. So you got to max out your defense. The downside to the 6-4, you don't get paint patroller and you don't get post lockdown. That stinks. Plus side, like I said, you're faster. So you get the 99 here with 10 total cap breakers total. You're using 14 cap breakers, 5 on perimeter, 5 on steal, 4 on speed. Keep that in mind when you look at this build. Unbelievable defense. 99 with what, 96 speed. You're gonna get a takeover that ups your agility. So let's just say that you're dogging 4 steals, couple 3s. Now you got heat check and you got takeover. So you're gonna have 96 speed, 99 agility, 99 perimeter and steal. Disgusting build. You're gonna get your high flying denier on bronze. And we have the extra attribute points to get us to that pogo stick, which I don't think is like a must have, but if you can get it, why would you not? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have extra attribute points on a 6-4, you might as well do it. So unbelievable stats here. Really no complaints. Because you're smaller, your pass is going to be far better than what I showed in the other video. You're going to have a 65 pass. Break starter, dimer on bronze. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be tossing it on the break. The only time you're going to be passing it is probably to reset the offense or to pass it to someone next to you. Maybe if you pass from the corner to the top of the key, top of the key, you can do that. I didn't know what else to put my points on, so that's what I did here. So yeah, we're good to go on the playmaking. Nothing really to talk about there. Went with an 89.3 here, just like in the last lock build. I really want that set shot specialist on gold. If you're good with Patty Mills base, the 6'4" is going to be really good for you, I think. I struggle with Patty. It's just inconsistent for me, and you can't really shoot over tall people. I mean, you can. On a 6'4", Patty Mills is like Jarrett Culver for tall builds. Like, it's definitely unbelievable, but, you know, maybe you don't have Patty. Maybe you're not starter 4, so that's why you'd go 6'6", but regardless, Patty Mills, you're going to badge +1 the set shot specialist to Hall of Fame. Really, really solid there. No complaints about the three-pointer. Your 79 midi, I mean, you're not going to be taking much midis, but the set shot specialist will help you hit that 79 midi when, for whatever reason, 2K pushes you inside the paint, or inside the three-point line, excuse me. And then here you're going to have just, I think, like, what do we have, a 90 here? So yeah, pretty solid there. I made it a small forward as well because, you know, at 6'4", you probably won't be put at power forward, if I had to guess. Now, the finishing on this build can be better. 80 driving dunk, really good. That leaves us with a 58. I definitely messed something up. Let me see. I think this one was down a bit. Boom. So that's what we did. I don't know what animations you get at a 60. I just imagine that, you know, that's a threshold. But you really do this for the Devin Booker here. An 80 driving dunk will just get you better dunk animations in general. So that's nice. You also get posterizer on this build, which I think is definitely a plus, especially with you being a little more undersized as a lock at 6'4". You know, odds are when you're finishing at the rim, everyone down there is going to be taller than you. Whereas the 6'6", you're going to be around the same height as like a power forward build or another lock build. But a 6'4", you're going to be more built like a shooting guard. So that posterizer definitely helps. Like I said, the standing dunk is also very good. The best dunk package in the game for standing dunks, like, you know, value-wise, is definitely a 40. You get these like two-hand grazer things. Really, really solid there. So I would still just use that. We just had the extra points to put this up. Maybe you don't want that. You can keep that here. You can maybe up the... Nah, you don't want to up pass. You really want to up the interior to 80? Maybe this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? This may not be bad. You don't get rise up, so that's kind of a waste of time on the vertical. Maybe you have an 80 interior. So like I said, on paper, 6'4" lock is definitely better. I mean, you get more interior, you get a little less block, you get more 3, which, I mean, 3 is just awesome to have, while getting the same badges that you do on the other build. You get more driving dunk, and you're faster. It's just how much of those 2 inches really matters. You know, 2 inches is important, you know, depending on who you ask. You know what I'm saying? Pause, but resume, because it's true. 2 inches is important. To go from 6'4" to 6'6" is massive for a defender. Pause again. But yeah, this is the 6'4" lock. I'm not really too sure what I would change with this build. I really like it. Caruso, Anunoby, Gerald, Wallace. Just like last video, let me know what you think about this build. 6'6" lock or 6'4" lock. You're a 3-and-D wing with this build. To me, this is the second best lock in the game. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions now that you see what the 2 locks look like in NBA 2K25. These are the 2 best locks that I've posted in the last 2 days. So let me know what you think about this build in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. We are very close to 2,000 subs. So I appreciate the love and support as always. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Peace.